Yo, this is a new tale of Tales from the Crypt. Sorry, I don't have big ass teeth, but I got a fucking quick ass tongue. It's an issue. Like I've had issues. It moves too quick for you to even realize, but then you really realize because friction. But yeah, the point is, so yeah, I've seen these videos about like going to third world countries and other countries and eating street food and whatnot, and I'll admit that's disgusting. And you really gotta fucking know where you're eating from, and pay attention to how they make their food. Because even when I went to India, I would always pay attention to what they were doing, how they were washing hands, what they had beside it. Like if you're Indian and you go to India and you get golgappas, you know you're fucked up. Like you're gonna be fucked up, but it's delicious. But you gotta pay attention to what kind of concept they have for cleanliness and hygiene and all that shit. But that's not the point. Tales of the Crypt Keeper basically is I worked at McDonald's, right? All right, cool. Let's just start off there. Um, I'm just gonna tell you this: McDonald's is not the most hygienic thing. Okay, so you guys know about Ebenezer Screws? There was a guy named Ebenezer, right? This guy worked, and I got trained by him. And I worked overnight. I remember there was like I started working, and some guy said switch shifts with me, and I was working Friday night close, Saturday night close, Sunday night close, and I just started at McDonald's, and then he told me to switch shifts. So I am like, all right, cool. I worked the overnight. But then I got a call Friday night. It was like, yo, the guy didn't show up. You have to show up. I'm like, wait, what? All right, cool. Friday night. Yo, you gotta work tonight because there's no one else here. I'm like, what? All right, cool. Mind you, this is my first legit job on paper. Saturday morning comes up. I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm going to sleep here Saturday night. All right, I'm have to work Saturday evening. I have to work again Saturday night. All right, cool. And I remember Saturday night, Ebenezer was on the fucking the mic. He was on the thing, and he heard someone. He's like, "Yo, I know those guys." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, don't make these sandwiches until I'm back." I'm like, "I don't even know how to make these sandwiches. What goes on make chicken?" But nowadays, I'm still haunted by dreams of a big extra because that was the most delicious sandwich they had. Now it's just worthless. But yeah, so he told me not to make a sandwich that I didn't know how to make. I was like, all right, cool. So I don't have to do anything. I don't even know what to do. This guy came back, wiped his hand off the bun. He toasted the bun, wiped his hand off the bun, and then continued making the sandwich. And little did I know that, the man jizzed on his hands. And now when you think about this fast forward, from all the things that I've noticed about McDonald's, okay, so you notice that your Shamrock Shake is green and it's only January. That's because someone used the green scratch pad instead of the black scratch pad. You ever notice that your meat is tastes like it's killing you? That's probably because of the acid that they didn't wipe off. Because not a lot of people know how to use the grill acid to go wipe it down and clean everything off. The oil probably hasn't been changed, and especially when it comes to fries, the oil that goes down there, the salt that goes down there, it's a fucking layer, a cesspool of fucking grease and shit. I believe they made it deeper so you can hold more shit because people that work at McDonald's that work the night shift normally call in a lot. So all the cleaning gets done in the night, but no one wants to come in at McDonald's. Would you want to go for a night shift at McDonald's? I only did because titties. I adore titties. But would you want to go there? No, right? All right, so I'm just saying, McDonald's is a lot nastier, and y'all planning on going to it right after you watch this video or the next day. I'm just saying. You guys are thinking about third world problem, and by the way, there's nothing that jizz on a bun before you give it to someone is disgusting. It's on the same level as spitting into the food, which the lady did. So you really decide who's worse: first world countries with the establishments of horrible people, or third world countries with the establishment of not having resources. I'm just saying, what's worse? Someone consciously choosing this, or someone unconsciously having to do this? Except for that spit out of the mouth. That's just, what the fuck? Is your rotting tooth like fucking giving flavor to that shit? Like, what is going on here? I'm confused. Anyways, I gotta go now.